Hi guy, good afternoon. How are you doing? How's our day going? So welcome to HTML and CSS course. So in this course, I'll be teaching us HTML and CSS. We'll be learning how to build websites using HTML and CSS. Now, my name is Jayola Michael and I'll be your web instructor for this class. So we'll be starting from overview of web development. There we'll learn what is a web development, who is a web developer. So in this course, you will learn all about becoming a web developer, from the responsibilities that a web developer performs on a day-to-day basis to the set of skills that you need to succeed in such a role. So who is a web developer? A web developer is an art and interactive artist. They are somehow driven by a deep desire to create things, something beautiful. So a web developer is an individual or an expert that uses the knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and React and other technology to create interactive pages. That is the function of a web developer. So they make use of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and so on and so forth to build a beautiful and user-friendly website or web application. So we have different types of developers. We have the front-end developer, the back-end developer, and the full-stack developer. Now, for front-end developer, which is what we are focusing on in this class, a front-end developer is a person who is able to implement web page designs using HTML and CSS and JavaScript and React. They make sure that the website looks pretty on different devices and that the forms and buttons work properly. That is a front-end developer, while a back-end developer create the backbone of the web application, the logic behind the website. A back-end developer handle that using PHP, Node.js, or Python. Okay? Alright, thank you very much. Hope you are following. The next part we are going to look into is front-end versus back-end development. Now, how does the web work? This is what we want to focus on. When you type www.google.com, what happened? How does it fetch a result for you? These are the things we want to focus on now in this class. So, let's go here. Now in this place, I'll teach you what happened behind the scene when you load the website. Now, as I've said before, the front end is that part you see when you open a website. For example, what you can see now is the front end of a website. This thing you can see now is the front end. This is one of our projects we are going to be creating by the end of this class. So this is the front end. Everything you can see here is built with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is what we call front end of a web application. Do we get that? While the back end are those things you cannot see. E.g., if I click on contact us and I type in my messages, my name, email, and I dropped my message, and I click on submit button, what actually happens is that there's a logic that collects my data and send it to the database and give the web admin a notification that somebody has actually contacted them, and so on and so forth. So do we get that? Okay, so let's go on. So the front end is being built with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and these are the things you can see in a website. Things you can see, these are the front end part of a website, while the back end is the server, the logic behind our web application. Now, user looking at the website can actually send a request to the back end. Request and response is being handled by the back end application of the website. So as you can see, that is the back end. You cannot see the back end part of web application, and it's being written with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, a back end is the one that will send, the server is the one that will push the front end to the Chrome or to Chrome, so that you'll be able to view the website. Do we get that? So we could say that a server actually allows the browser, the user in the browser, to be able to send a request from the front end to the back end and vice versa, and they are able to get the result. Now we have the three languages of the web, which is for front-end development. We have the main basic language for front-end development. We have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the process of writing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is called front-end web development. Okay, are you with me? So that is what we call that. Now, front-end versus back-end. Now, I said the other time that anything you can see is actually the front end of the website, while the back end contains scripts, logic that you cannot see with your eyes. So as you can see here, this is the front end, and we build front end with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and then you'll be able to use your browser to be able to see that. Sorry guys, my laptop battery is low, so we'll continue from here in our next class. So in our next class, we are going to be installing our tools for web development. Thank you very much.